We are continuing with our election 2014 coverage here on the Chad Hasty Show and visiting with a lot of different candidates for a lot of different positions. And one of those that candidates have been wanting to come on the show lately to talk about Lubbock County Water Control and Improvement District. And this would be, for those who don't know, Buffalo Springs Lake. The best way to put that, I guess. And joining me in studio to talk about his campaign, District 1, Precinct 1. Running in that race, Greg Lewis. Greg, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Chad. Glad to be in here. Hope we can help out the voters to decide what to do tomorrow.
Yeah, well, tomorrow is Election Day. Still a lot of votes out there that need to be cast. And tell folks a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for Lubbock County Water Control and Improvement District 1.
Well, I am the incumbent. I am the board member for the Precinct 1. And I've been on there for 4 years, but I still have some things that I need to get done and want to get done. I want to make sure that the lake is a clean, presentable place for the people of Lubbock. It is Lubbock County's lake. Everybody in Lubbock County that's your lake, that you're entitled to come out. You pay a gate fee, but this is your lake to come out and enjoy. That's the closest water, closer than Lake Allen Henry. And I'm interested. I live out there, and I'm interested in keeping it clean. I want to keep the prices down. I'm afraid the gate prices one of these days maybe have to go up because of projects that I don't think are necessary out there. I want to keep the cost down. I want to spend your money wisely. I don't think it needs to be spent as it comes in the door and goes out the back door. We need to have infrastructure. We have a lot of things to be done, and we need to have an eye to the future. We've been having some trouble with some accidents out there on ATV trails and everything. I have proposed a plan to move them away from the cliffs so the intermediate or the new riders and the young kids could have a safe place to learn to ride and to come out there and make sure it doesn't endanger anybody. Like I say, the marina needs to be working properly out there. Right now it's a mess, and it needs to be straightened out, and that is for Lubbock County. I'm running in Precinct 1. For those who don't know, if you live in the southwest quadrant of Lubbock County, that's in Bill McKay's area, I'm running to be your representative. So
let's talk about some of the improvements or goals that you may have for Buffalo Springs Lake, because I've had other candidates who have come on, and they've talked about how they want to see improvements done. You brought up improvements for Buffalo Springs Lake, but you've also said, I don't want to waste money on projects that we don't really need. Can you talk about some of those that maybe have been laid out that you don't think need to happen, or some projects that you think do need to happen? Well,
yes, during we just had our budget meeting, as did the county commissioners here in Lubbock, and we project in what we need for what funds and everything. And one of the things that our manager out there had brought up was a brand new office. And as you see in my face, it's like, what? We do not. He was proposing a $250,000 office. And as you know, and anybody who knows in any building, that there are cost overruns. Never do you come in on budget, never. So I expect it to be $300,000, maybe $400,000 for this place. No, that's a waste of money. They also want to do maybe bonds or long-term funding for it, and you're just mortgaging the next board's monies so they can't spend that money. And that's where I was alluding to the fact that if it goes bad, if we have a bad year, a lot of rain or something, we may need money. And the only way that they can get money is coming through that gate. And if they raise the rates and everything, it hurts everybody in Lubbock County. So I do not want to see that. I'm a conservative. I want to see that our monies are spent properly. I don't think it needs to be sucked in the front gate and then spent as it comes in. You got to think ahead. You got to be, proactive. Watch it. Make sure that your monies are done correctly.
What are some of your goals?
Some of my goals, again, I think the cleanliness of the lake. Anybody who comes out from Lubbock, they expect to find a place clean. They pay their money at the front gate for them and their family. Usually you're paying for about 4 people who come in that carload. You expect to come and find a picnic table that isn't broken. You expect to find a beach. There's 2 little swim beaches out there. You don't want to find glass or pop tops. We have found pop tops out there that have been there since the 70s. Remember the old pull tops on the beer cans and Coke cans? They're laying out there in the beach. If you filter down through there, which kids do, they dig down and they sift. And I found those out there, and I think I can't understand that. And it doesn't necessarily be there. And I'm always a lot of people come out there with the families, the ladies and guys, they want to see that lake clean. Number one thing, keep it clean, and you'll have a happy bunch of people.
Visiting with Greg Lewis, running for Lubbock County Water Control and Improvement District 1, Precinct 1, currently serving on the board right now. We had one gentleman who was in last week who was talking about how he believes the board is too political. Do you see it as too political, or do you think that it's running just right?
This is not a as you say, we'll use the correct terminology for politics, Republican, Democrat. It's nonpartisan. This is a public servant position. It's not an R&D. That's why we're at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And if you go vote straight ticket Republican, Democrat, you're going to miss this position. But as far as politics, there are people, I believe, running for this office right now who have agendas. I'm sorry. I believe there's some that are absolutely should not be running. There are some that are running for the wrong reasons. We should not be, and we shouldn't. I don't like to put down these. We're not running against each other. We're running for a position. But I know a lot of these people. Some of these people have never made a meeting. Man, if you're not coming to all these meetings and you don't know what's going on, don't want to get on the board. Don't criticize the board and say, I need to get on the board, do a better job. Well, what did you miss? You weren't here. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who don't come in. There's a lot of these people who are running for the board. There's 6 people running, 5 including myself. They have agendas, and they've only been there because they want something, and that's not fair. They need to come in and have a heart set to do a good job, who want to do something it's like I say, not an R or D position, public servant. And let's take that literal. You're there to serve your constituents. A lot of people at the lake look at me sometimes and wonder why I vote certain ways, but they just don't understand. I'm representing Precinct 1. I have to do what I believe is best for them. And, everybody has it. Just all you have to do is sign up on this position and you get to run. But like I say, I've been out there 4 years. I kind of understand things that are going on. I don't approve of a lot of the budgets because I think we spend too much unnecessary money improperly. And I don't know as if everybody else, I don't know. I've even talked to some of these people running against me, and it'd be surprising to know that a lot of these people think just like I do. And so why are you running against me? You got to have something else that's not, what I believe in.
Visiting with Greg Lewis, running for Lubbock County Water Control and Improvement District 1. Tell you what, take the next 30 seconds to a minute or whatever and tell folks, because this is, like you said, it's at the end of the ballot. It's one of those races that a lot of people obviously have not been paying attention to, not been talking about. So separate yourself from the others who are running against you. Tell folks why they should vote for you.
They should vote Greg Lewis, Precinct 1, WCID number 1. It is the very bottom of the ballot, like you just said. You have to pay attention to vote for it. I believe that with my last 4 years as a member of the board out there, I've done nothing to do out there but try to get a clean, absolutely the best lake that we can have. It's only water in Lubbock County. We should take good care of it. Water's a very big thing in Lubbock and the upper panhandle. And we have a recreational lake. This is for the southwest section that I'm running for. If you live down in 82nd, down to Slide, Frankfort, all the way over to the county borders, that I'm representing you. And I believe that I represent you correctly. I look out after your positions, not anybody else's. I'm not there. Nobody's bought me. Nobody has even tried to convince me to do certain things that I think are unethical, or something I shouldn't do out there. I do the right thing. I'm a conservative. I don't want the money thrown away. I hate to see wasted money. I think that we should have money put aside for all things. We need an infrastructure. It's just a lot of things that I believe that I can do the best job. I don't have an agenda. I'm not running against anybody because I don't like them. I'm running because I want to show that this is a good place for us, a showcase of a lake out there. We need to have a good look at. We have a lot of money coming into that lake. It should be spent where you see a lot of money. You go out there and you go, hey, they've really put the money into the structure of the lake, not spend it unwisely on silly things. So
all right.
That's what.
Greg Lewis, appreciate your time today.
Chad, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Greg Lewis, candidate, Lubbock County Water Control and Improvement, District 1, Precinct 1.